Easter greetings from Our Lady of Mount Carmel and St. Rose here in Carbondale. We've had certainly an interesting Lent, one for the record books. And we come to this day of hope, that we celebrate Christ's resurrection. Christ who has come to us to forgive us of our sins, to be with us, to help us, to love us. It makes me think every year when we celebrate that great Easter Vigil, that the church in darkness, from the back comes this one singular light. This great light of Christ, which pierces the darkness. And as we enter the church, the light grows. As the light of Christ is spread throughout the entire church, coming to its spot here next to the ambo, where the light of Christ remains. But when we look out, the whole church now is no longer in darkness, but it has been illumined. It has been brightly lit by that one singular light. That one light that glows in the darkness. That's the light of Christ. We've had some darkness in our lives this year. But that light of Christ still burns so brightly in our hearts. We were given that light of Christ in baptism. And we carry that light each and every day in our hearts. Christ has not left us in the dark. In fact, he is there with us today. And we celebrate this great feast, the great feast of his resurrection, the great mystery of and center of our very faith, that Christ does not abandon us. Christ does not leave us. Christ is here with us each and every day. So no matter how dark it can get, no matter how much trial, how much tribulation, how much anxiety we feel, the light of Christ pierces that darkness. It is the true hope that comes from God himself. We must embrace that light of Christ. We must embrace that hope in our lives each and every day. It's the light that guides us, the light that protects us, the light that loves us. As we continue to celebrate this great Easter season, the light of Christ must go before us. And we must be that light of Christ in the world. We must be that light shining in the darkness by how we embrace our brothers and sisters, by how we love them, how we treat them, how we care for them. As Christ loves us, we must love them. We must share that light of Christ each and every day now with them. It has been given to us not to be hid under a bushel basket, but to be put on that lampstand so that it may shine so brightly. How do we live that light of Christ amidst this darkness this year? We're called each and every day through our prayer, through our love, and through our dedication, the hope that we live each and every day, that this darkness is not the end. This Lent, we really celebrated, and I think we really felt what it was like to be in the desert. Imagine 40 years in the desert. So far, we're in about 3.5 weeks. But 40 years, they were in the desert, looking for that promised land. God has given us hope. That light of Christ that has illumined the darkness. That even in the desert, the light of Christ still is with us. So today, as we live this great Easter victory, this great light that dispels all of the darkness, we cling to that light. We cling to that hope. And most importantly, we cling to that love of Christ as he shed his blood for us so that we might know life eternal. Today, we celebrate the resurrection. And now we live the resurrection. The light of Christ which is brought to the world. We are that instrument. We need to be that instrument. We need to be that light of Christ each and every day among the darkness. Let us live that light. Let us live that hope, and let us live that love each and every day of our lives. On behalf of Father Jim, myself, Deacon Pat, Sister Jane and Sister Ann, and all of the staff here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel and St. Rose, please know of our great Easter blessings and our prayers for you this day and each day as we continue on in the great light of Christ.